Johnny Depp could reprise Captain Jack Sparrow role for a $301 million deal, they're saying. And I don't know if I buy that.
I just love that they added that extra $1 million to disprove his previous comment.
Yes. There's like, well, I wouldn't come back for $300 million, but 301.
What else did he mention? 100 alpacas?
Yeah, like 200 alpacas or something like that.
Would 200 alpacas also equal $1 million?
And the question is, like, how many alpacas is that baked into the contract? That's what I need to know.
I think they also, I'm not sure if this pay is including a certain part of it to be given to charity, or if they're adding on more to give to charity.
And we'll get into it. So the first thing I want to point out is that this article is actually, this is new because it's coming from the New York Post. And I actually got sent a bunch of, the reason I pushed it to the front today is because I got sent a bunch of people saying, look at this is crazy, let's talk about this. But there was actually an article from a site called Pop Topic back on like June 7th that talked about this. And let's just say that, to be generous, Pop Topic is very iffy at best.
It's fake news sometimes.
Most of the time.
I just think when I hear, according to an industry insider or according to someone close to Disney, I'm not sure what to make of that.
So it says, to tweak a legendary line from Johnny Depp's best-known franchise, this is the day you will always remember as the day you almost canceled Captain Jack Sparrow. Embattled actor Johnny Depp is rumored to be getting paid more than $300 million to return to the Pirates of the Caribbean after getting unceremoniously dumped from the franchise in 2018 amid abuse allegations from ex-Amber Heard. As we all know, as has played out time and time again over the last several months, I'm running out of Amber Heard and Johnny Depp thumbnails to make. There's too much. So it says, a source close to Disney, there it is again, a source close to Disney. I want to know if it's like a guy who just happens to live in like a castle close to the Disney headquarters. That'd be kind of cool.
You never know. I mean, people have been creating rumors about this already ever since the trial ended. Yeah. Before the trial ended.
And it says, this is a new interview in the Aussie outlet Pop Topic. So there again, that's that site. It says, the deal is reportedly for Johnny to return as Captain Jack Sparrow. The little leaking birdie claims that to the Down Under news site. The 59-year-old Donnie Brasco star, I'm glad they used Donnie Brasco rather than all the other movies that they always reference to him there. The 59-year-old Donnie Brasco star had played the swashbuckling buccaneer in the 5 Pirates of the Caribbean movies over the last 19 years before Disney dropped him from the 6th and final installment in wake of the 36-year-old Amber Heard's 2018 Washington Post op-ed. I also take issue with the idea that it would have been the last one because I think it's never the last one with stuff like this.
Do we really need to pay this guy like over a $250 million to play a sexually ambiguous pirate?
Okay,
like,
wait,
is it that hard?
wanted to talk about that actually. Like, is he sexually ambiguous, or is this just like this character was created at a time when it was acceptable for a straight male character to kind of like have a flamboyant personality and be over the top, and
it fits with the tone of the movie. I do wonder if you say like you don't know if like if it's worth paying him $301 million. I think not $300 million. Like maybe he gives the $1 million to charity. Gives it back to Amber Heard.
Good for him.
He gives the So my question is like, could you ask for something with more promotion? Do you know how many people will go see this movie now? A whole crap ton of people will go see this movie now after all of the promotion that's been happening over the last several months.
But I mean, are you saying that would make a huge profit for Disney regardless of how much they pay him?
Assuming that $300 million is over multiple movies, then yeah. I do. I don't think they'd pay him that much for one movie. So it says, however, following Depp's highly publicized defamation win earlier this month, it appears that the House of Mouse could be willing to reinstate him in the iconic role. Disney are very interested in patching up their relationship with Johnny Depp, the source told Pop Topic. They reached out to the actor prior to his defamation trial against Amber Heard and asked whether he would be interested in returning to another Pirates film or two. See, I think they would try to get multiple films out of them. But even then,
they better.
Like, the question is, like, then is he getting a percentage of the profits? Is $301 million like the max he can make off it? Like, assuming that movie makes a ton of money? I don't know. You'd have to see the contract for that. It says, a source connected to the actor reportedly told NBC News that this is made up, but reps for Depp and Disney have yet to respond to the Post request for confirmation. I do believe, in my opinion, that this is not real.
The figures?
I don't believe that he's at right now that they're having talks about it. No.
Why?
I mean, I'm not sure. I just think that the idea of it is rather slimy because they they dropped him so like cold-blooded in such a cold-blooded way that like I know that they don't care about him as a person, only as like an instrument to make money, obviously. And to be fair, I think he's smart enough to understand that, and that's another reason I don't think that this will happen. But it seems slimy, like especially the detail about like they sent a gift basket to him before the trial was even over, saying like, hey, hope you forgive us.
And I'd be interested to know what the people in the chat actually think, if they think this is real or not. I do believe that these companies will work with anyone if it's financially beneficial to them. Like they don't care if you're an axe murderer, as long as the amount of profit you can make outweighs the negative attention that being an axe murderer brings you.
And it was the sixth one that he was dropped from, right?
Yes.
Do you believe that the sixth one would have made them money regardless?
Yes, I believe it would have profited.
So then why would they drop him? Unless it's out of some kind of principle
we're talking literally the height of Me Too, the launch of that phase. I think that they might have reacted negatively in a way where nowadays we're 8 years into cancel culture, and they're learning, a lot of these companies are learning that you need to just kind of hold your nose for a while and let the bad news pass. I mean, studios are still hiring Ansel Elgort all the time, and he had a bunch of stuff coming out about him. I don't know if I believe any of that. I'd have to relook into that. But he's still getting a lot of work. He was just in Tokyo Vice. But all that stuff came out after Baby Driver, and he's still getting plenty of work.
Do you know like how much any of the other Pirates movies made to justify $301 million?
We could look it up if anybody wants to look. If anyone wants to look up what they, I mean, I know that they're all extremely profitable, and they've gotten less and less profitable here in America, but they remain very profitable overseas. It says, what I can tell you is that the studio has already penned up a draft for a film about Jack Sparrow, so they are very hopeful that Johnny will forgive them and return as his iconic character, the source claimed. The new development comes after an unnamed Disney executive, there it is again, unnamed source, unnamed executive, hinted at the Finding Neverland actor donning Sparrow's tricorn hat, again, following his defamation win. Another thing about this is he loves that character. He loves being that character. There's a reason he still goes to hospitals dressed up as the character. What? No?
I have a joke that's not appropriate for this show.
Okay, perfect.
But in terms of the box office, here says the franchise has grossed over $4.5 billion worldwide. Yep. It is the 14th highest grossing film series of all time.
So $300 million is a drop in the bucket, especially if you consider the fact that all the renewed interest.
I mean, do you think that it would even be good remade at this point?
Not remade, but continued. But no.
Continued, like it just seems low effort.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. They don't have to make a lot of effort in it, and Disney's not a huge fan of solo-led movies these days. Anyway, they're much bigger fans of ensemble casts. So I don't know how much effort they'd put into it. I know that the fifth one did not get very good reviews, but those movies continue to do well overseas. So at the very least, they're going to see it making a lot of money.
Johnny Depp seems to me like someone who prides himself on what he perceives to be his like artistic integrity, and I just don't think he would want to be part of such a blatant cash grab. He has more money than he could ever imagine what to do with.
Yeah,
I don't think that you can throw any number at him that would instantly change his mind.
But that's what I'm saying. I don't think his artistic integrity lines up with I think that he has artistic integrity, or what he believes is his artistic integrity, but his love for the character, for what it means for other people, I think outweighs that in a sense. The fact that he loves that he is that character. So the quality of the movie comes second.
I mean, maybe I'm out of the loop, but I don't feel like that many people are like super attached to Jack Sparrow.
But they are attached.
Are they?
That's definitely
Is that like
wrong.
a huge part of people's childhoods?
Not even childhood, like people of every age, like pretty hard for that movie.
And when you think about it now, with all the free advertising they're getting on social media, like I said, there's all weird TikTok trends and Instagram trends that are coming out revolving that character because of all the attention that came from the trial.
So you said you think it's fake. Do you think this is like put out there by his publicist so that it catches traction?
What I meant, I shouldn't have said fake. What I'm saying is that this article, the original article from Pop Topic, came out on June 7th. So the trial wasn't even over yet at that point, right? It was, or it was coming to a close around that time. Does anybody know what day the actual verdict was on the trial?
Oh, I forget.
Let me
But it would have been
Google.
like probably around that time, the beginning of June. So I think that at the very least, it's a good way to gauge interest. And it's just interesting to me now that it's finally getting picked up by mainstream news sites when none of this was on any of them earlier. Like I said, I don't look at Pop Topic as a very reputable source for information.
June 1st, I think.
Okay, so this came out a week
okay.
after. Gosh, my God, the month has flown by. It's, it's
Sorry, the
insane.
trial officially ended at Friday 27th, but I think perhaps the verdict came in June 1st.
Okay, somebody in the chat might know that. So it's a...
They were trying to do like last minute deliberations.
Yeah. It says, during the
Later
defamation
on.
trial, Heard's attorney, Bredhoff, asked, is Disney aware that Mr. Depp has testified under oath that he would not take another Pirates of the Caribbean franchise role for $300 million and a million alpacas? The whole courtroom laughed at the outlandish claims by the disgraced former small-town model's claims. That's very mean characterization.
To Bredehoft?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mentioned that earlier. I thought that was like very personal.
Again, another reason why I'm not a huge fan of this website. It says Disney are prepping for a deal for $301 million that will include a sizable donation to a charity of Johnny Depp's. Johnny Depp's choice. Maybe that's how they get him, because they want to continue his ability to bolster his image that he's rebuilt so effectively in the last couple of months.
Maybe.
Yeah.
If anything, I think if he took this deal and continued the character, it would hurt his credibility as an actor. Like, it just seems like if you can put a price tag on yourself.
Yeah, after what he said. Now, it would be interesting, apart from whether you think you should do it or not. Remember, they were talking about having Margot Robbie do her own, like they were going to have a Margot Robbie-led Pirates of the Caribbean movie. Maybe they do the first film with him and they introduce her character, and then they launch hers in the second film.
Oh, yeah, that would make a lot more sense.
Yes.
But
I still don't think it would be very good.
Overall, I just wish that they would put it to rest. I don't want either of these things to happen.
And they're also saying here, it says it's not just Pirates of the Caribbean 6, but also a spin-off Disney Plus series. And we all know that the Disney Plus series all look cheap and don't have the best look to them. So I would be interested to see if he would be willing to do that to kind of, it's not like Margot Robbie's career needs bolstering. She's one of the biggest actresses in the world today. But it would be interesting to see if he'd be willing to come back specifically for that, if maybe he finds that giving a, thank you. That giving a bunch of it to charity would help keep his image afloat.
Yeah.
And like I said, I think he loves playing that character. I think he loves going and doing the Jack Sparrow run through hospitals to make kids everywhere delight. So
Dude, I can't wait for him to come to the movie, be with Margot Robbie, hook up with her, marry her, and have the exact same thing happen to him. Like that he gets canceled and that he like has to be like performative and nice, and court is like, ugh.
he comes in, he's like, you wouldn't happen to be capable of writing a passive-aggressive op-ed, would you? Like, no, you don't like writing op-eds? Okay, well, maybe we shouldn't get married. He wants to, maybe he's just a glutton for punishment, and he wants to do it all over again.
I mean, it wouldn't surprise me.
He's like, you know what? I got that first-time feeling every time this happens. So, do you want to go ahead for a super chat there?
Yeah, Bad App said, I can't wait to see Karens of the Caribbean.
Same.
Pirates of the Caribbean? Yeah, Caribbean. That's what they should do. We should just do that. And she gets the haircut. She's got the swoop in her hair. And the whole movie is her like eating at a Pirates of the Caribbean themed restaurant and asking to see the manager.
Margot Robbie?
Yes. It's
she
actually,
would play a fantastic Karen.
She gets to ask for the manager of the Pirates of the Caribbean restaurant at Disney World.
She's too
to
hot
please
to
let
be
me
Karen.
see the manager. You think she's too hot to be
No Karen's hot,
Well, by the time it comes out, maybe
Brie
she'll be...
Larson. You think Brie Larson's hot and she's a Karen?
Yes,
okay.
guys.
So-
Maybe we
she's woke. She's not Karen. I mean, I
get
don't know. I don't know anything about her.
We get the chat going because
Thank you.
Dane is a fan of Brie. Okay, no.
Do
Dane
we
is
wanna
not-
start this?
No.
I just think she's hot.
Dane is attracted to Brie Larson, and it is what it is.
Sue me.
It's a it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. We are what we are. More super chats.
Unavailable ID name said, having Margot doesn't make sense. It would make more sense to have Zoe Saldana take over. She's always a part of the universe.
And Zoe Saldana is like still like one of those very, very, very reliable actresses that never gets into any trouble and just has a very good reputation. At least as far as I remember. Like she always comes off as a very, very like team player whenever she makes a movie. You don't hear a lot of stuff about her coming out that makes people angry.
Yeah, but like none of her performances are like, wow.
Yeah,
Incredible.
But I mean, not everybody needs to be like the most standout performance. Sometimes you need that person who just will turn in a good performance every time.
I agree that not everyone is like a Chet Hanks of the world, but like
that is true. I mean, if we can't, what if they just have Chet Hanks become
Oh
Jack
my
Sparrow?
God.
Chet Sparrow.
from your
They're
mouth
the
to God's
two
ears.
canceled men that need to come together.
It's
Chet Hanks
An
is canceled.
unstoppable
Chet
duo.
Hanks is uncancelable.
Exactly. He's like beyond like people's perception.
Well, I guess now Johnny Depp is uncancelable.
I mean, he was canceled.
He kind of is though,
He's
because now if something
uncancelable.
happens that like you say he actually does something awful,
Yeah.
everyone's going to be like, no,
No,
come
we're
on."
done.
Like
we're done with this one.
or no, or would they come out and be like, ooh, I don't know. They said before, and we gave him the benefit of the doubt before, but maybe now he's guilty. Nah?
I don't know. I think people are on his side forever, no matter what.
He won the public opinion.
Yeah.
All right, another super chat.
JD said he basically rewrote Sparrow to be a cartoon. The interview about it is interesting. Originally supposed to be a swashbuckler. Also, he keeps the costume with him for emergency kid visits and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm sure he loves being the character, but
Like John Cena loves to go and visit.
if anything, like continuing the franchise would just water down the character.
Yeah.
Guys, what does swashbuckler mean?
I don't actually. I mean, I can tell you that it
I
has
thought it
something
was
to do with
something
pirates.
negative.
It has something to do with pirates, but it's
Hold
doesn't
on.
that just sound like a term that would be canceled?
I just Googled,
Doesn't it? Doesn't it
just
just sound
Googled
like was it?
I just Googled it, and I feared that Tim would know the things that I'm
A
Googling.
genre
But
of European adventure literature focused on a heroic protagonist stock character who is skilled in swordplay, acrobatics,
Perfect.
possesses chivalrous ideals. That has nothing to do with
I found
like,
something else.
Wait,
I mean, it's similar, but it's like a person who engages in daring and romantic adventures with bravado or flamboyance.
well, he's both of those.
So basically, me.
yeah. Yeah. Swashbuckling Dane.
Swashbuckler Day.
That's your new name.
Yep.
And by the way, we have what we had. I don't think the super chat went for that last one. I don't think it went
There's
for the
another
third one.
one?
No, the third one. I don't think it went. So I'm
Oh, okay.
I'm owning up the tab there.
there you
We're-
go, JD.
We're good now. Thanks for watching this clip, guys. If you want to see full episodes or follow us on social media, links are in the description below. Bye.
Bye.